Greetings, how you all doing today? Joining you all to offer my 2 cents. I believe with your 2 cents and my 2 cents, we could actually make $1. We have a lot of platforms. I believe my brother Melvin Wilson and his wife was talking about this on their segment of the platforms that we have and what we use those platforms for. Use your platforms, use your voice to actually create a positive environment. Far too often, uh, we use the voice that we were given or the platforms we were given just to be a nuisance and a bother in people's life, pass judgment on the people, laugh, everything for likes and shares. But you never know what people are actually going through. I just had a visitor in my office just kind of pass by, buddy that kind of lives in my neighborhood as well. Just passed by. Hey, I ain't seen you in a little while. I was like, hey, yeah, man, been around. And then he just kind of broke down and told me, what him and the family's been going through, what him and the wife is going through. Earlier on this week, I, seen another a co-worker of mine and just asked, how you doing? And then she kind of explained whatever, she was going through. And the thing is that you never realize exactly what people are actually going through, the weight that they have to carry, the burden that they carry, some of the turmoil that is actually going on in their life. And if you use your voice, your power, your situation to add negatively to what those individuals are going on, you might actually be that granular salt that tips that scale in the other direction for those individuals. So just please use your voice, use your platforms to actually spread joy and sincerely care and listen for people because they're going through quite a lot of things out here today. Another thing to share with you is something that actually I'm doing myself is actually uh, taking some time for some self-care to kind of develop and advance myself. And the kind of concept is just to spend an hour per day or any particular amount of time that you could actually afford to better yourself, make yourself more healthy, whether it be spiritually, physically, mentally, spiritually, however you're doing. Because when you take that time for self care and kind of educate yourself, sometimes your perception and your context actually changes, your understanding actually changes. Like thus far for the year, I've kind of read 3 books, kind of audiobook. I'm cheating, Cliff Notes. I revisited Animal Farm, great book about people life. I revisited what is that one called? Uh, can't remember the name of that one. But I'm also Laugh Your Way to a Better Marriage, and The Alchemist. Those 3 books. Read those. Uh, for the year, already kind of audio booked it out. So whenever I'm at work, just kind of let those things play. And again, with those, and again, books that I've kind of read, from cover to cover, but just chose to revisit because sometimes you definitely have to revisit information, that you've kind of had in the past to make sure that you're still kind of heading on the right course, kind of give yourself an asthma check, if you will. But just imagine if we were to do that on a constant basis, hour per day, 365 days per year, so that you have 365 hours of either new information, different information, 3 hours, 365 hours that you spend on spiritual health, mental health, financial health, how much better we're actually going to be as people versus not doing those things and not spending times to actually learn and grow. And then that's why we often find ourselves in the same position that we were in last week, last year, the last 5 or 6 years. So my advice is to you is just to continue spreading those positive vibes, continue to spread love, and take some time for some self-care, from growth, some advancement. And let's start changing some of those negative perceptions that we actually have out there, and people that actually use their platforms just to spread hate and negativity into the world. We have entirely too much of that right now. That's my 2 cents. And what is yours?